बहुदिन बीते पिया को देखे पिया को देखे पिया को देखे अरे कोई जा
Start with Chase. I start with Chase. Chess is very funny. This is a mistake. He just blunders a PC. Tactics. Oh, I had not seen that. B is setting up everything. Okay, so call me the rookie, ranked number 5. Okay, I'm not so sure what he's doing. Normally the knight should come through h3. So I'm not so sure if he knows that. He's already messed up a few things here, which make this very difficult to work for him. Yeah, the end result I guess is the same. It's going to end up on f4. Yeah, I'm just going to ignore that. Okay, let's go for the queen side. So he wants to play bishop b5, exchanging that. Exchanging this dark squared bishop, which is my good bishop. And I want to force him maybe to capture on e. If he's prepared to bring back the bishop, I want to open the b file and put pressure there on the queen side. In the long run, I should win this kind of position. He goes b3. I would have loved to play. I would have loved to play. I would have loved to play rook b8 first, but anyway, it is what it is. Okay, let's put pressure on the a pawn. At the same time, we threaten rook b8. Okay, I've used a bit more time than I should have to get to this point. Okay, so let's start with this. There's a couple of problems, I guess, for him. He wants to castle, but it's got quite a bit of weaknesses. And he has to start thinking now. Of course, yep, he takes there. I want to open the f file. The h pawn is weak. Is one of the drawbacks. Rebo Raju, thank you and welcome to ACL Chess. He gets this pawn, but is it the pawn that he wanted? Let's start with let's put pressure on this position for the pawn. Hey Paul, thank you so much for liking the stream, and here we go a4. We want to take on a3 if possible. He starts running away. We put pressure on the 7th rank. It's a bit of a difficult position, although it's material up. It's a difficult position to play. And here plays this move. He's just about to die, I think. He doesn't know. It's interesting. I want to play g5 now. Okay. Just simple threats. At don't think he saw everything. And it's mate. I've got a Cromwell on top. In this time control, I'm usually fine. if I'm not playing. Always. In this time control, I actually, it's difficult to lose. South African girl. I've been seeing this player play for a while. She plays very well. She's young, I think. So let's see what the South African girl is gonna do. Okay, this is an interesting way of dealing with this problem. It is interesting how the knight is going to be how's he going to do it? Okay, let's give a pawn. Hey Tinashe, welcome. Tinashe Shikomba, my old friend. And then Teboho Molebatsi, thank you and welcome. Don't forget to like and follow. This is how we are growing. This is the future. So now I'm giving her a pawn. In exchange, I would like to tempt her to open up the king position so that we can have some discussions with the king. Instead of that, she opts for this, which is weird because I think I can actually start causing some damage already. Okay, this is the kind of stuff that you actually don't want in this position. Yes, she can get the c pawn, but at what price? So one of the threats is to play f6 in this position, which wins the knight. I mean, it wins a lot of stuff. So I can let her take on b2, and then I just simply play f6. Thank you so much, Paul. Really appreciate. Teboho calls me a master. I am a master. Okay, so this is what I was saying, is that yes, you do win some pawns here, but the price is too high. The price for the game, for those pawns is too high. She plays there. I don't see mate, so I'll first take here. And already here I see some problems. This capture is very specific because I win more material. I mean, there was ways of stopping it. I don't think she's seen the mate. If I go check, king takes, queen h4 check, king goes back to g7, queen f6 check, and yeah, okay, so maybe I can try this move. Check. Yeah, I think she could have taken, but it's already quite okay. So here I'm threatening the rook. The rook is on fire. There's no way he's going to be able to defend everything, so I can start with this, I guess. And check, and it's mate. So not bad. She had a lot to deal with in that position. Yeah, the Grand Prix is a very dangerous opening, if especially when you don't know how to deal with it. Yeah, you have to be very okay. Yeah, I always like to play some stuff which is exciting, but our opponents won't allow us because they like the London. I think a London player, when they meet a person who plays, let's say, the Dutch, gets frustrated as much as they would. They get frustrated, you know, like as much as the person who plays any other opening is like when they meet someone who plays the London itself. LA6, that's the easy stuff to deal with in the Grand Prix. I feel that's the easy stuff, to be honest with you. LA6 stuff. You develop your bishop on them with the early G3, F4, G3, bishop G2. You definitely see it also in this particular tournament which we are playing now. People will do that. So yeah, you'll see. I definitely feel it's the easy stuff because it really doesn't give you a challenge. I want to play knight d7. I couldn't do it without doing this first. But I'm tricking him also because I don't really want to exchange the knight. The bishop now is bad. You should have maybe considered. Should have considered perhaps playing bishop h4. I'm sure. What's Dinafrio doing there, the Greyhound? I don't know. Isn't he supposed to be playing? A6. Dinafrio is supposed to be playing. He's busy chatting with Greyhound. I want to play Queen E8. Queen A4. This guy is very prophylactic. Oh, he thinks he's very prophylactic. Let's give him a run for his money. Now, taking on d5 was unnecessary because now I can put my bishop Yeah, the two of you are the only people speaking and were in the tournament. So taking on d5 was bad because it just helps me. Now, you know, people who do this tend to do more of it. So you might even take on e4, help a brother out. Yeah, there's no universe in which this bishop is active, so let's introduce Zarok. Okay, just as a way of inducing weaknesses. I never bezek in these tournaments, you know that, Greod. But I end up with decent performances, regardless. I feel like I wish that bezeking did not stop you from getting an increment. Then I would probably consider bezeking. My bishop is not really doing anything. Let's see if we can transfer it to the other side and see if it will make a difference. I have to take into account some tactics on the king side, but right now they are not working. Dinafria, you should be playing. You're chatting a lot. It means you're not playing. Unless you're going for the top fun price. Okay, so in this particular case, the bishop is a bad bishop, but it's actually doing a lot if you look at the diagonals that it's controlling. So I want to tempt him to exchange this this diagonal, because I started near. I have a lot of moves which would not be otherwise possible if this bishop didn't exist. One of them is this knight c3, one of them is this knight g3. So I need to defend my b7 pawn a bit differently. Okay, let's go like this momentarily. I just want the rook to keep an eye on c6, and then do this. Okay, bring the rook back. Okay, I think you could have done this whole exchange process better, because I think I messed up something here. Okay, let's do it like this, exchanging on the opening up. Okay, this was weird. I think he just made a mistake. I know what he's trying to do. Not sure what he's trying to do there. Okay, I can afford to do this kind of thing because there's increments. Otherwise, if there was no increments, I would not be able to actually convert this position. Okay. Okay, let's improve it step by step. Ooh, this is a blunder. Thank God you didn't see it. That was a terrible blunder. Oh. Now I can deal with this. Okay, I don't mind now. How you take it. Oh, this is just terrible the way I'm playing it. Yo, that was tight. I did play poorly in the end. Ganesh Adhikari, thank you for following and liking. Please go to the channel. How are you? And welcome. It was touch and go a little bit at the end. Not the cleanest conversion. Yeah. Yeah, I think he missed. There was a fork of a bishop and the king, which I think he missed. I don't know if this is the moment I should be saying the stronger player would always be lucky. It looks like a tight race at the top there. It's me, Dr. Shabiri, and LVJJVL. I don't know who that is. Krumer has succumbed. I think he must have been berserking. I don't see Shani yet. Someone is surprised that a Krumer is a young boy. Okay, so I'm playing the top guy now. It's going to Karukan this discussion. Okay, knight here. I wonder which Karukan we are discussing. I like classical discussions. H4, H6. I go H5. Bishop here. Yeah, that's true. You never really know whether they're whether it's really a mistake or not. This is why you don't start with bishop d6. You start with knight f6. So now you have to make some. Wow, this is the first time I've seen someone deliberately give up that bishop. Does he have enough pieces to attack me on the king side? That should be a no. So you go g4, rook g1. Okay, so I forget a little bit what the exact attacking method is, but I think it goes something like this. I see you. Okay, I'm doing this for the boys. Okay. for the boys. There's gonna be blood here. I see, I said. Jealousy, I said. God of all industry made it me, I said. Hey, yeah. Go like this. What does he do? Yeah, it's very brave of him to give up bishops like that. Wow, doesn't even think twice about his material. Rook c7 is the one defense I wasn't sure I was going to deal with. If my rooks maybe are not there, I don't know, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to. Okay, yeah, this is a good idea. Now I'm threatening knight check. Oh. And I guess this is the idea. Check. Yes, to take. And now I take here. It takes on f7, and then I take on g6. There's no threat that I cannot handle. Oh, so tell me how you already saw he would miss the knights, the bishops. Yeah, you don't mess with the bishops like that. Okay, this move is nice because I threaten mate immediately. So he has to do some damage control. And I think it might already be lost here. Started with an attack, ended up with an attack. It's very rare to checkmate someone in the endgame. So this is very nice. I'm going to hide on b3 and nothing can touch me. I'm all the way up. And there's no tempo gaining move also here. I just go here. He has to maybe sacrifice, but it's game over. And then I need to go where he can't actually do anything. Yep. Boom. Whilst I was busy with him, Dr. Shabiri was busy fixing someone up. So, although I beat him, I didn't get to the first place. I still have to beat the good doctor. So, is Shani here? I don't see him at the top. He talks a big game. Judging from his comments. Hey, thank you for the following. I can't even read your name. It looks Russian. Welcome to our channel. We hope you have fun. Wesley. I think Wesley is one of the coaches from Western Province. And he plays the advance. Oh, this is a mistake, by the way. I don't know how to punish it, but I'm sure this is one of the ways of punishing it. So let's... Yeah, people are funny. How is he going to do with d4? I'm not so sure. Okay, let's start with bishop d7 and see what his plan is. It's gonna be funny. Wow. It gives me a pawn. In this position, it gives me a pawn. Okay. All right, let's put pressure on this e pawn. I wonder if his plan is to try and play anyway, let's see, bishop c2, that kind of idea. I wonder if that's the plan. Okay. I want to put the fear of God in this in the position. Something like this. He's sneaking up on my king. He thinks I don't see it. But things rolled up tactically for me. It suddenly occurs to him that short-term tricks don't work here. Hey Kalik, thank you and welcome. Interesting idea on his part. Okay, what am I supposed to do now? He wants to play that knight somewhere. Okay. So we play it like this. Now the rook can act as a defender to his trick. But look at his pieces, the way they are set up. That's the problem sometimes with playing for one trick, is that when it doesn't work, then you have a problem. So now my next idea is maybe to play king h8 and then bring the other rook. I'm not sure what this idea is, but okay. So I'm going to play here and bring the other rook to put pressure on g2. You always have to put pressure. So now I'm threatening rook there, which can be quite annoying. How is he going to defend? Okay. My job is done there. I go back to putting pressure on this pawn and this square. The knight is stuck at the back. The rooks are not working. Interesting. That is very interesting. I like my knight, my bishop where it is. Alright, so let's go like this. Yeah. Now I'm threatening something like that. Okay. This knight is a bit improved. It was inevitable. Now I want to play e5. Does he take on e6? I kind of may have messed up a little bit here, but he's taking his time. He's taking his time to decide. I might have messed up, but he does the right thing. When I say he does the right thing, there was some trap also where I end up on b2. Okay, so here I just get a superior position, I think now. Now I'm just sputtering. I'm Sparta. Okay, he comes on h6, but I take here with check. I take here again. He's got nothing here. I'm coming with queen f6, pawn takes. I'm not joking about taking material. Serious business. Okay, I take with check. Okay, I go with check. It's still check and it's mate. That was a tough game. Okay, it took me a lot of time, but I figured it out eventually. Francois, thank you and welcome. Yeah, that last one was a bit testing, but I think I was a few steps ahead most of the time. Ah, that must be Ari. Ari won a game against me last night. Okay, so here, what we're going to do, okay, we're going to put him in a wall. Okay, he doesn't even give us the chance to show him our wall. It's going to be hard to play for an advantage in this position. I want to start with bishop a5, but I don't think he can stop me. Thank you so much, Kofo. Thank you so much. I want to play bishop a5, but he seems to be getting in my way quickly. If I can play queen f5, this is wrong. My queen looks silly on d3, on b6 now. Okay, let's go g6. I wouldn't watch that restream. It was bad. I think he's missing priorities here by playing bishop h6. People play some moves just for the effect of saying I would have attacked him, like bishop h6 here. It's bishop h6, bishop g7. I tried to delete his stream, not only mine, to remove any record of having lost to him. So now, normally in these positions, to take on b6 or on b is usually wrong. But I don't know how else I can punish him for this. Okay, let me castle. You don't really want to castle also in this position. But let me cause some damage. Let's try this. Hey, Hama, Alusha, you are more than welcome. I hope you enjoy, and you never get to see Kofo's game against me. That was a moment of weakness. Yeah, this is the reason why you don't want to take on b6. he was doing more smart talk than usually. I was also not even humble. The loss, and the way I lost, there was no chance of recovery. It was like instant. Thank you, Nika, and welcome to ACO Chess. It was embarrassing, Greod. I don't want to lie to you. I want bishops here. I want the bishops. Okay, so the next thing is I want to restrict these knights. Thank you for liking the stream, Deboho. You are one of our top fans. Nika, thank you so much. These help us a lot with these algorithms. Okay, we want to improve this knight. Perhaps the king, I think, is fine in the center in this kind of position. It's not a train smash. Okay, let's test him on a few issues. If you bite, he is beaten. Okay, it's an ending. I've got two bishops. Nothing much to write home, so I have to test weaknesses. He wants to play e4, but this does not help. So let's put pressure on the queen side. If he opens up the position, this helps me. So let's let him do the heavy lifting. He of course wants to do this, so let's first pile up. If he goes b4 or something like that, we'll be able to take. But much more important is that b2 is very weak. And now my bishops will start testing his resolve as a real ninja. is, or as Dash would say, is a shinobi. Where is Dash, by the way? This is like one guy who's really missing in action. Bishops love these kind of adventures. Okay, the king doesn't know what it's being invited to. Let's let okay, the bishop is in the right spot. Okay, at some point these pieces are going to be very much tied up. Yeah, he's going for the short-term gratification. Okay, let's not give him an excuse to gain any tempo. This gives us options sometimes of putting pressure on d4 via g7. We are putting pressure here. Anytime this rook is lonely, it's gonna pay a price, and it's about to pay a price. The thing about endings is that they are brutal sometimes. Do I want to take and then take and then take on a3? Okay, looks like I can. Do I take king passive? Okay, and I take on c3. I've got a passed pawn. It looks minor, but in these positions the bishops are the same color. I have a passed pawn and my king position is alright. There's nothing you can touch on the king side. Okay, let's go here. Okay. Okay, let's go for the back pawn on the h file first. Then here, the pin. Let's do it like this. Test something different. Endings are not difficult, they are very methodical. So now we pin the bishop. Of course he does that. Now we want to play bishop here. He's going for checks. We go here. Okay, I know what you're doing. Okay, so he hasn't really understood what's happening in the position. Okay, I hide. I come to say hello. And I take pawns. Oh, this would have been nice, but okay. Let's go like that. Let's go like that. Let's go like this. And I'm going to promote this bad boy over here. Pawn promotes into a queen. And he resigns. I am still chasing Dr. Shabir. He's playing faster for sure. I can't believe Ari is still in the chat there. He's avoiding playing completely. Okay, this is Krumo. It's one of the young boys here. Very good boy in terms of his play. Do we test him in the French? I think we should. Okay, let's make it very interesting. Okay, let's play the same line we played against Chase. His coach is what's his name? Coach what's his coach? The guy likes the French. Mabusela. Mabusela has been playing the French since I first met him. Okay, so maybe pawn takes was the best move. And here I'll take and then take. And then play just queen d3. Now he has to either take on e5 or take on c3. I think they normally take on c3. Then I get f4 and they go d4. And now I guess my plan is to just go bishop d3, bishop g2, okay, castles here. I'm not so here his position. I think I might have missed something. It's not a bad idea. Yeah, I missed knight e3, which is a decent move. But let's see if our threat... Okay, maybe he could have done better. A little bit better. He could have done a little bit better here. Okay. Thank you. Control in this position. If I can maybe get this move, knight back and knight back. So you're not playing. you want to quit whilst you're high. It's funny. Does Peter know? Okay, so if I were to look at the most important things in this position, the list of my concerns is the exchange of queens helps me. And suddenly, you know, like without the bishops, it's a bit difficult to exploit these weak diagonals. So I'm kind of fine now. If I can just blockade the position, you can grab the... A very interesting move here would be knight b2, actually. Knight b2 I can't take because of the fork. And I can't play knight d3. So if I play rook b1, then he's got d3. I take on c3, take on c3. Oh, I wonder why it's taking too much time, because it's not... I guess the obvious stuff is out, so I go here, he wants to take. I see what he was calculating. I go knight here, he goes knight takes, pawn takes, king takes, check. Yeah. Okay, that's to start with. Just something like this. Not bad. Oh yeah. What do I do with this? Okay. Yep. What do I do? How do I keep it real? Ooh, this is going to hurt. How do I escape here? I might just be lost. Tick, check. Yep, this one is lost. Well done to Krumo. I messed up on this one. It's a dangerous attack. Should have been a bit more careful. And is rightly so leading, doing very well. But like, how are these guys scoring this much points? I hope you don't find that interval. Okay, we're just going to show up on this one. Okay, so if I go like that, that would be a mistake. So I have to start with knight e4. I've got a feeling this guy is going to mess up quicker. I want to checkmate him, so I'm not going to accept anything. I'm not going to take material. I want to checkmate him very quickly. He goes g6, I'll take on g3, on g6. He goes g3, yeah. Dr. Shabi is on Krumo's feet right now. I don't know if I'm even close. Bishop takes. Would I regret that I didn't take material here? Take on check. Would I regret? Okay, I might as well. I think I have to take. I wanted to take with bishop check, thinking it's forcing, but he can just play king somewhere. But this should win. This should win the game, because now I'm forcing mate, I think. Now I can actually force maybe. Wherever he goes, I'm going on f2 with mate. My croon. Just resign. Let's move on. Keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Dr. Shabi is going for it. He didn't. I get Dr. Shabi. Let's have a real pace discussion here. Yeah, take. I don't think you should take, but yeah, I actually found out this week that you are supposed to play bishop like this so that he doesn't castle. And this was actually something I saw also. Bishop g5. Let's let him take. If he really wants a war. And this was again something I saw. This week I must have put in a little bit of work. Immediately. I thought so, but I wasn't sure if it's enough. He doesn't have knight d4 anymore. This is the plus side of this move. He wants to benefit from this, but this, I don't believe in that. Okay. That is a very weird move. Okay. I would not have expected Dr. Shabir to make such a move. I want to play it. Okay. Take and then check. He opens the G file. Okay, queen here. Okay. Greywood, I implore you, don't look. I don't. I want to also tempt him to make some mistakes too. So Shabir is very good at tricks. Like one of his greatest abilities is to trap you. So he knows. I was actually thinking he would try a much smarter way of trapping me. And I was setting up a trap within a trap. Paulo Oliveira, one of the strongest players I played when I first came to Cape Town. His name is Jamo Manuel. Yeah, I need to eliminate this knight. It's causing me problems. Okay. Once that knight is gone, I can feel the pain. challenge. Oh, I can't do that. Okay, let's not allow it to ruin our day. Thank you for liking the stream, Paula. Welcome. What's he planning to do, Doctor? He wants to then play h5 and stuff. Let's not allow him. Let's make it a bit more trickier. So to speak. We go like that. Can he ignore this? Can he ignore that? I see you. You want to play e4, Shabir. But is it a good idea? Let's say amongst peers, is it a good idea? Okay, of course I want to sacrifice my rook. What did you think? Nice. You like this. Oh shit. I forgot time. I could have just played rook f1. Yeah. Okay. Well played. Am I threatened? Oh, someone is threatening my position. The drunken monster. Let's be quick about this. Blixem Frio. Okay, let's see who's going to get the Blixem. London player. The bishop is better. His bishop is better. Castle. Got 11 minutes. Welcome Lemar Caesar, Chave, and Nika, and Martin Stoichkov. I wonder which country Stoichkov is from. Okay, let's make it count. Okay, this structure is usually bad, this existing structure now, with pawn on e5. Okay, I want to put pressure. My next task is to blockade. Okay. Noted. It's a very unusual side to castle in a position like this. So now, since it's opposite side castling, let's provoke him. No, you won't allow us to. Okay, I'll check him. The time is not looking good for us. Okay, so where he put his queen, okay, I want to use the position to get this move in. Yeah, I can do it because I get, I guess a tempo or something like that. If okay, he does that, I really don't want to exchange queens. I'm not a pawn up or anything like that, so just want to okay. Okay, when the knight gets to e4, it's doing a little bit more than usual. Something like this. And it also pages the bishop away. Well, I guess right now, simultaneously attacking the bishop and the queen, you could play queen b4. Yeah, but this way, he just gives me a pawn. I think he was worried about me taking the e3 pawn. Queen d3 is a nice move. But it might just be a very good move for me. Okay, I'll show you why. He's only thinking of one thing, few ideas in mind. I activate my bishop at the cost of a pawn, I guess. Oh, but I guess I give him a pawn and activate my bishop. I give him back. So I want, this is what I really want. And this is the idea. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, let's do it like this first. I was going to miss this knight c7. 5 minutes to go before the tournament ends. Dr. Shabir is almost catching up with Krumau. Okay, so I think there's something to be said about this move. There's some tactical stuff which he probably hasn't considered, which will work in my favor. Will he give up? Okay, so this is the tactical stuff. I have to play g6 first because the rook hangs. My next move is a rook sacrifice or a pawn sacrifice, like this. Very smart cookie. Very smart cookie. Yeah. Okay, let's just do this. Is it good enough? I hope so. So now, in some variations, I threaten Hey Chipla, thank you so much for liking the stream. Yeah, so it was well played. It wasn't an easy fight. Go to 28 and Drunken Monster. HC 1994. Another Karokan. I need to spend some time on the Karokan. It looks like the only reason I'm beating these guys is because I know old theory that they probably have not looked at. Yeah,